Hi Professor, this is Brianna and I'll be going through the steps of the electron transport chain. So first we start off with glycolysis in the cytoplasm, and that's when we take glucose and we break it down into 2 pyruvates, and then in the process we produce 2 ATP and then 2 NADH. So then the products of glycolysis move down to the matrix, and then 2 pyruvates turn into 2 acetyl-CoA enzymes, and then in that process we produce 2 NADH and then 2 carbon dioxides, and that's in the acetyl-coenzyme A activation. So now we're moving down to the Krebs cycle, and acetyl-CoA joins with oxaloacetate. Acetyl-CoA is a 2-carbon molecule and oxaloacetate is a 4-carbon molecule, and it joins to produce a 6-carbon molecule called citric acid, and then coenzyme A is kicked off because the function basically was to join the 2 and 4 carbon molecule, but since it's already joined, we don't need it anymore, so we kick it off. So then the citric acid turns into oxaloacetate, and then in the process we produce 6 NADH, 2 FADH2, 4 carbon dioxides, and then 2 ATP. So now we've made our electron carriers, and then we get a total of 2 FADH2 from the Krebs cycle, and then we have a total of 10 NADH, which is from 2 from glycolysis, 2 from the production of 2 pyruvates into the acetyl-CoA, and then 6 from the Krebs cycle. So the electrons from the electron carriers go through the electron transport chain, and then it gets pulled down by 1/2 of a oxygen molecule. So in the matrix and in the intermembrane space, we have hydrogen ions, and we start off as isotonic. And when the electrons get pulled down to join with the 1/2 oxygen molecule, it also joins with 2 hydrogen ions to produce H2O. And so there's so much energy running through the electron transport chain that it acts as a pump to move the hydrogen ions from the matrix into the intermembrane space. So now our matrix would be considered a hypotonic solution, while the intermembrane space would be hypertonic because there's a higher concentration of hydrogen ions. And the difference in solution, there's 2 reasons. It's the production of the H2O from taking the 2 hydrogen ions, and it's also the pumping of the hydrogen ions from the matrix into the intermembrane space. So then now that we have a higher concentration of hydrogen ions into the intermembrane space, it goes through ATP synthase back into the matrix to go back into isotonic. So while the hydrogen ions go through ATP synthase, it physically forces ATP synthase to spin, and it takes a DP plus a phosphorus to join to make ATP, and then that's basically it. And we produce, in the electron transport chain, we produce a net total of 28 ATP. Then with glucose, we produce 32 ATP. And electron transport chains, ETC stands for electron transport chain. And that's the end of my thing.